Hi, everybody. Um, Most of you know me. I'm Jane Robbins, the president of Central Mass Pastel Society, and welcome to our 2024 Member Show Awards with our judge, Jane McGraw-Teubner. I just want to briefly introduce Jane. These are two of her gorgeous paintings. Some of them you've probably seen one or both of them as we were advertising this show. Jane is an award-winning both plein air and studio painter, pastel artist from Long Island, New York. She's a Pastel Society of America Master Pastelist and an IAPS Eminent Pastelist. So about the two highest accolades that you can have. She is a resident artist of the Salmagundi Club in New York as well. Jane shows her work in galleries throughout the East Coast, and she teaches at her home studio and at the Atelier at Flower Field in St. James, New York. Did you want to add anything, Jane?
Well, I'll just say something about the two paintings. They're both New England scenes. The one on the left is around Newport Beach.
Yeah.
That's in Rhode Island, somewhere around Newport. And the one on the right is Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah,
so
and they're both gorgeous, and they're very New England. Yeah, they're beautiful. Thank you. So for those of you who have entered our show in the past or seen our awards ceremony for this, you know that we are going to show a slideshow in silence of the entire show so that everybody can see everybody's beautiful work. This year, we were incredibly gratified to have 85 of our artists enter for a total of 156 paintings. So every year this show gets more and more popular. And I think everybody knows, because I'm always saying it, that the member show is my favorite show every year, because we just get to see the work of people that we just don't always see them unless we see them at a workshop or something. And we get to really follow everyone's progress and see everybody's favorite pieces. So yeah, that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to play the show. Thanks to Alexia, who put it together for us. So, wow. Great show, everybody. Give yourself a round of applause, everybody who entered. So Jane, you want to start with your comments and then we will give the awards.
Okay, I have it up there. So it was an extremely hard show to judge. And when I went through, I wish I had more awards to give. I have these notes here so that I don't forget anything, but I might add some stuff. I had so many paintings in the final version of who gets awards, and it was so difficult. Then when I narrowed it down to 4 selections for the regular artists, it was very hard to pick the order of first, second, third, and fourth. So my final choices, were a matter of going through the criteria that were sent, my opinion on how those artists fulfilled the required qualities, and of course, my personal feelings about what makes a good painting. So on the developing artist category, I thought the developing artists were quite exceptional. But my first choice was made right away, and we'll get to that. And the second choice was also rather easy because of the ability of the beginning artist handling the pastel medium. And the composition, keeping a light touch, not overworking, which it has taken me years to do that. I never let the background show through, but I think the second place, the honorable mention did that. And thank you for asking me to judge. It was a privilege.
You're welcome. It was great to have you as a judge because you have done actually an exceptional job in letting us know your reasoning for your choices, which I think is really important. So our first award goes to Donna Blunt for Roadie Heaven.
So for a developing artist, I just said this showed an advanced knowledge and sophisticated use of pastel. The pastel strokes, the use of color, minimal, except for that blue. It's mostly pink and green. It's not overworked. It's fresh. And that is a very hard thing for beginning artists to get, to have that fresh look in their paintings.
Yeah.
Artists appears to have led.
I'm sorry.
Some of the background shows through, which takes restraint, not to cover every inch of the pastel. And I still do that myself, and I've been using pastels for over 40 years. So when all pastel artists start out, you buy the box that has all the bright colors, and we use them all. And this work shows restraint in color usage also. And my first pastel teacher, Jeff Webb, wouldn't let us rub. And this pastel doesn't look like any kind of rubbing. It's just direct pastel to the paper and then let it go. I always tell my students that they can start rubbing when they've been painting for 20 years. So this shows a freshness that I really liked in the work.
Excellent. Thank you. Congratulations, Donna. And our Developing Artist Award goes to Georgia Ardito, Girl Interrupted Reading.
So this one, when I went through, it's a narrative painting. It tells a story and it's full of attitude. When I first went through the works, she stood out. She was staring at me, confronting me, obviously annoyed that I had interrupted her reading. It made me feel like that I was participating in the painting, that I'm part of it, which is very rare, especially in a developing artist, that you engage the viewer so much. So she and I are making a connection, and we could be having a conversation. She's telling me to go away. So it's wonderful to see a starting artist that engages the viewer as much as this painting does. Most of the time when we look at an artwork, we are safely at a distance. This work draws you in, and you might not even want to look away. Minimal use of color and detail. Her hands and book don't have much detail. Even the pattern in the curtains kind of emphasizes her face. It draws you to her face. And her if you notice that little, the area on the right where her back is, she's rigid. So she's very uncomfortable with you entering this painting. And that's why I loved it so much, that it's so rare to have that kind of engagement with a painting where you feel like almost you're part of it.
Wonderful piece. Congratulations, Georgia. Honorable mention in the regular category goes to Jory Mason, Looking Up.
So these are the, let me get my notes here. The palm fronds. This is a very expressive patterning kind of work. It's almost abstract. So there's so much energy in the painting that explodes with like a fireworks kind of look. Once again, the color harmony and not too much detail. The artist leads the viewer around the painting, and the directional strokes could lead your eyes out of the painting, but that doesn't happen. The dark shadowy shapes in the center form an anchor to the design, giving it a depth of work. So there is some depth, even though it's almost a flat surface here. We don't have much, we don't have a distance that we have to go to. And orange and green work together without turning to mud, which is kind of, it's nothing is overworked. And I think the artist had a fun time painting this. It's full of energy and joy.
Congratulations, Jory. Really nice. In third place, Dave Caphammer for Green.
This is another narrative painting. It's got color harmony, limited use of color. It's green, yellow, and blue. So it's telling a story. The girl's walking past the house. It's not an old house. She's not going inside, but you can tell somebody lives in that house because there's a garbage can outside. So it's a modern feel. She's a modern looking woman. She's got probably like sneakers on or something, walking down the street in front of this old house. So each time I looked at this work, I saw something different, the little elements telling the story. And there's not too much detail on the house, which is the main subject of the painting. Nothing is too busy, and your eye travels around the work in an organized way, where she is the first thing you look at, then you look at the house, and then you catch that wonderful garbage can there, which I loved, and especially that blue on the top.
Congratulations, Dave. In second place, we have Yale Naiman, Evening Reflection.
Once again, the color harmony in this is just beautiful. They're unexpected colors for a cat. The beautiful use of the turquoise in the ground, in the iron fence, and on the cat. It just adds a lot of warmth, I guess, to the painting. It looks like probably it was a cold night, but I don't know, this cat's wonderful. So the artist shows a sophisticated use of pastels. The strokes and color show so much energy in the area surrounding the cat, but the cat is quite calm. The mood is set by the dark purple sky and the lights on the cars. I looked at this painting many times before I noticed that the red dot almost in the middle of the painting. And it's a tail light on the car, but it's a very daring stroke to put that element in the middle of your painting, which I really like, that red dot. It's almost smack in the middle.
Yeah. Congratulations, Yale. We love the cats. And in first place, Su Min Hung, Moonlight.
Well, an interesting thing happened when I was first looking at the show. I started from number 1 and proceeded in numerical order. Then when I reversed it, and this painting jumped out at me then. The way we look at juried shows, whether in person or online, affects our perception of the painting. When I help hang or look at juried shows, I don't like paintings grouped together. I don't like all the seascapes together and the portraits together, because you have to look at each painting on its own merit. So the peacefulness, the mood, the minimal use of color, and it's almost monochromatic. And I love the way the artist used the edges to convey the idea of this work. The background is muted and has almost no direct light except for the upper right corner. That light is balanced out with the light hitting the lower left corner. And I've seen a lot of seascapes that use the dramatic curl of the wave with a dramatic shadow, the white sprinkled pastel to create a sea spray. This painting doesn't use any of those techniques to convey the power of the ocean, just edges. And you can see the force of the water with minimal amount of those techniques.
Congratulations, Sue Min. Beautiful piece. So everybody, that is our awards for tonight. I do have just a couple of announcements. Our national show, Marks of Distinction, is opening on May 13th on online juried shows. We have two wonderful jurors of selection, Mitch Albala and Kim Lordier, and a fabulous judge of awards, Matthias Washik from Worcester Art Museum. We're going to be at 5 Sparks again in Harvard this year. It's been a big, successful venue for us. Our prospectus is available on our website, and I also think it might be up on online jury shows right now. We are doing a second session of our Teaching Moments workshop, which we had on May 4th. We had a long wait list, and it was very popular, so we decided to do a second. So it's on June 8th, and the registration deadline is coming up quickly, the 30th, and you can register for that. And finally, we have a free members demo with Tai Meng Lim on Wednesday, June 26th, a landscape, evening landscape demo that you should all take advantage of. You will also be getting very shortly your requests for newsletter submissions from Colleen Jensen. I think Colleen, did you say they would go out it might go out tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m.
Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. See, she's already got it scheduled.
Yes.
So if anybody wants to make any comments, by all means, now's the time. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I guess I already stopped sharing my screen. And if not, anybody, hold on. Sorry about that. It's always upside down here. There we go. There you all are. Sorry about that for a minute. Good to see everybody's faces. Congratulations to all the winners. Anybody want to have a comment, ask a question?
It's just so wonderful to see all the beautiful work that artists have. The talent is amazing.
I'll tell you, we are so lucky. I mean, our membership is fabulous, right? And getting more and more fabulous every year. As we all continue to paint all the time. It's really, really wonderful to see the work. And our first place winner, I doubt that, I don't know, is she here, our first place winner? She's a new member, like maybe 2 weeks ago. She just suddenly, she had joined and entered the member show, and now here she is. So we're constantly getting new people and just, hi BF, how are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, it's good. I mean, not everybody can make, the time of day. So it's nice to see some of you who I haven't seen, that I don't see very, very often. And Diana, hi. There's Diana. Diana was our first top prize winner in Marks of Distinction last year. And I bought her painting. And it's hanging in my kitchen over my refrigerator. It's called Mom's Stew. And I just love it, Diana. See, I look at it like every time I walk into my kitchen. Okay, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for submitting your beautiful work so that we can see it, see how you're doing. And I hope to see you again at a demo or in another show or at a workshop. Keep up the good work. Happy painting. And thank you so much, Jane, for the wonderful
Nice meeting
job
all of
done.
you.
It was
And,
really
and
great.
if you want to take another look at the show, it is live on our website now.
Oh, good. Yep. And I think the awards will be posted by tomorrow. They may not be up yet,
They're
but
not,
but the show is live. Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm going to
Good night,
end the
everybody.
meeting. See you all soon.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.